Good morning, grade 3s. Welcome to today's grammar lesson. Today we are going to look at the use of some and any. Today we are going to identify countable and uncountable nouns. We are going to identify positive and negative sentences. We are going to practice the use of is and are, and we are going to practice the use of some and any. For today's lesson, we have to look at some key words and sentences. Our first word is some. We have any. Our first sentence is yes, there is. No, there isn't. Yes, there are. And finally, no, there aren't. Let's have a look at today's helpful hint. Our first hint is some is used in both countable and uncountable nouns and in positive sentences and in questions when we make a request. Our second hint for today is that any is used in negative sentences and in questions. For the extra mile, grade 3s, you can use some and any in sentences and questions of your own. What are countable nouns? Countable nouns are nouns that can be counted. What are uncountable nouns? Uncountable nouns can't be counted. Uncountable nouns cannot be counted. All right, let's focus on countable nouns first. Countable nouns are nouns that can be counted. Here we see a few pictures. Let's have a look if we can count what is in these pictures. First, we have one apple. One apple. Secondly, we have 3 bananas. 3 bananas. We can count them. 1, 2, 3 bananas. Then we have 5 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 books. Next we have 3 boys. 1, 2, 3. 3 boys. Here we have 1 table and 4 chairs. 1 table and 4 chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 chairs. Next we have uncountable nouns. What are uncountable nouns? Uncountable nouns cannot be counted. Here we have rice. There are too many little grains of rice to count. There are too many to count. Next, we have water. Can you count water? No. Air is uncountable. Can you count the air? No. Then we have bread. Can you count bread? You can count a loaf of bread, 1 loaf, 2 loaves, but you cannot count bread. Let's have a look at these pictures and think for ourselves if these pictures can be counted or not counted. Are they countable or uncountable nouns? Milk is uncountable. Fruits are uncountable. Pencils are countable. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pencils. Next we have some toys. Can we count how many there are? 1, 2. 2 toys. They are countable. That is a lot of money. It is uncountable. Can you count how much pasta is here? No, it's uncountable. Let's remember, countable nouns we use with is or are when singular or plural. Singular means 1. Plural means more than 1. Uncountable nouns we use with is. There is no plural form. Do we use is or are? There is some milk in the jug. There is some milk in the jug. There is some fruit in the fridge. There is some fruit in the fridge. Is. There is some fruit in the fridge. There are some pencils in the box. There are some pencils in the box. Do we use is or are? There are some toys on the table. There are some toys on the table. There is some money in the bag. There is some money in the bag. There is some pasta in the pot. There is some pasta in the pot. Is. Let's remember this. Some is used in both countable and uncountable nouns, positive sentences, and in questions when we make a request. Secondly, any is used in negative or not sentences and questions. Do you remember Millie Porter's diary? Q stands for question. N stands for negative or not. P stands for positive. Is there any water in it? See here, we have a question mark. So, we use any when you ask a question. There isn't any water in it. There isn't any water in it. This is a negative sentence where we use not. There is not any water in it. There isn't any water in it. The gardener is going to put some water in it. This is a positive sentence. Has she got any gloves? There is our question mark. So, this is when you ask a question. Has she got any gloves? She hasn't got any gloves. This is a negative sentence where we use not. She has not got any gloves. She hasn't got any gloves. There are some yellow flowers in her basket. This is a positive sentence. Let's have a look at our Macmillan language book on page 118. We are going to ask and answer some questions. Is there any water in the glass? Yes, there is. Or no, there isn't. Let's have a look at water bottle. Can you think of a question that makes use of those two words? Is there any water in the bottle? Yes, there is, or no, there isn't. Let's have a look. I don't see any water in this bottle. So, our answer is no, there isn't. Let's have a look at bread and plate. Bread, plate. Can you think of a question that we can ask with these two words? Is there any bread on the plate? Is there any bread on the plate? Yes, there is, or no, there isn't. Let's have a look. I see one slice of bread on the plate. So, yes, there is. Let's have a look at fruit bowl. Can you think of a question that we can ask with these two words? Is there any fruit in the bowl? Is there any fruit in the bowl? Let's answer our question. Do you see any fruit? Yes, there is. Juice, glass. Our question is there any juice in the glass? No, there isn't. The glass is empty. Now, let's have a look below. Are there any flowers in the basket? Yes, there is, or no, there isn't. Let's see if we can make a sentence with toys shop. Is there any toys in the shop? Do you see any toys? Yes, there are. Let's have a look at fish pond. Are there any fish in the pond? No, there aren't. Buttons, coat. Are there any buttons on the coat? Yes, there are. Or no, there aren't. Let's have a look at soldier's box. Are there any soldiers in the box? Yes, there are. Now, let's say, then write. There isn't any water in the bottle. Water bottle. There isn't any water in the bottle. Bread plate. There is some bread on the plate. There is some bread on the plate. Let's have a look at fruit bowl. There isn't any fruit in the bowl. Please complete number 4 by yourself. Use juice, glass to help you. Number 5. There are some toys in the shop. There are some toys in the shop. Toys and shop. Now let's have a look at fish pond. There aren't any fish in the pond. There aren't any fish in the pond. Number 7, we will use buttons and coat. There are some buttons on the coat. There are some buttons on the coat. Complete question number 8 by yourself. Use soldiers and box to help you. Let's have a look at our practice books on page 94. Grammar question number 1. Remember, Q stands for question, N stands for negative or not, P stands for positive. Complete the sentence with some or any. There are what fish in the pond? There are. This is a positive statement. There are fish. There are what fish in the pond? This is a positive statement. Question number 2. I can't see what apples on the tree. Can't means it is negative. Have you got what trees in your garden? Question. This is a question. Number 4. The baker has not got what bread? Not means it is negative. I've got what money? Let's go shopping. This is a positive statement. Question number 1. There are some fish in the pond. There are some fish in the pond. I can't see any apples on the tree. Have you got any trees in your garden? The baker has not got any bread. I've got some money. Let's go shopping. Please finish question number 3, 4, and 5 by yourself. Let's make sentences like the example. There are some flowers in the vase. Remember, countables and uncountables we use is and are. There are some apples in the tree. There are some apples in the tree. Here we see the tree with the apples. Question number 3, we see bread. Please make a sentence with bread. There is or are bread. Let's have a look at question number 3. Make questions like the example. Have you got any money? Have a look here. Is some money. Number 2, what can you see? We can see some sweets or some candy. Have you got any sweets? Have you got any sweets? Let's ask somebody if they have got any ice cream. Write question 3 by yourself. Make negative sentences like the example. I can't see any birds. I can't see any birds. Let's use hear, and this is music. I can't hear any music. These are gloves, and we need to use the word find. Make a negative sentence of your own. The answers will be in the answer key. Wow! Well done, grade 3s. You are stars. Thank you for listening to today's lesson, and a big thank you to Ms. Shakira for making our amazing PowerPoint presentation for today. Thank you very much, grade 3s, and have a good day.